Hello everyone, this is Timor-ensinck. And I am here with a new playthrough. Currently it's like March. It's like 15th or something, or 14th, I can't remember which one. Of 2026.
It's 14, it's Pi Day.
And yeah, before I actually talk about what this is, this won't take long. It will not take long at all, probably. I still need to upload some stuff, which I'll get done, which I've done like in the past like 3 months or so. So I'll do that. So yeah. Anyways. This is the Sequence Storm. And I know this game has been overrated in the blind community with videos to hell, but I wanted to do something with this game, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna make a casual playthrough style of thing. I will still be explaining stuff, but it's not going to be as in-depth as a walkthrough of something like an RPG that I've done, like BK3 Chaos or BK2 or anything like that. Man 2, which the thing that I was talking about that I still need to upload fully. So it's not going to be as in-depth as any of those, but I will still be explaining stuff. So, first off, what is Sequence Storm? A Sequence Storm is a mainstream game made by a company called Special Magic Games, if I pronounced that right.
Yep.
But it's
not even a company, it's only one guy.
Person named Daniel Lemon. Yeah, I was just gonna say that, but he still has a name, so I'm still gonna refer to it. Aaron Baker has a company called Fleet Storm too, you know? So I'll still refer to it in that way. But anyways, and this is a rhythm game, a traditional, I'm gonna call these note rhythm games where you have to hit the notes while they're coming at you. But this game also has a racing aspect to it, and this game was released in 2018, but in 2019, the developer decided to add blind accessibility features to it, which was really interesting. And
it was like the first of its kind to do so.
Oh yeah, it was. It was even for The Last of Us 2. And these features improved more and more. In fact, in the first implementation, there were a couple things which, well, I guess I'll talk about when the need arises. Because I watched a playthrough with the first accessible version all the way back in 2019. And let's just say there are quite a few changes that make the game a lot, and I do mean a lot, easier than it was. But I'm not gonna try to talk for too long here. This game has a mission mode, which is basically a story mode, and an arcade mode, which is basically just a mode where you play random tracks and have fun.
It's got a third mode, but we don't really talk about that anymore.
No, we don't. No, we don't.
Sadly. But yeah, this game was one of the first of its kind to get accessibility. And the guy didn't even know anything about accessibility going into it. So, I mean, for what he did, especially like... Because 2019, we didn't have accessible games back then. Like... Nowadays, you see mods popping up every week, but 2019, this was very far from the case, and for what he did, it's very amazing.
Yeah.
Like, the work he put into it was awesome. He even did a video for the accessibility guidelines gaming guidelines conference or something like that.
He did.
So
Yep.
yeah, I mean, hats off to the developer for real.
Yeah, no, that is incredible. That is really incredible. I'm just on my speech.
365, 360.
There we go, that's better. And yeah, now before I start, this game uses a SAPI by default. However, a SAPI is slow, is sluggish, and I don't like using it. Well, okay, I just don't like using SAPI in general. I'm not a fan of using SAPI. So, what I am doing is I am using its clipboard output mode with auto clip, which I don't know if any idea that auto reads what gets sent to the clipboard, and thus playing this game like that is amazing because I can literally get instant responsiveness without lag or anything. So the menus are pretty much instantaneous. So let's get started.
Before he does that, I'm gonna glaze, like, throughout this entire playthrough, I'm gonna glaze the hell out of this game because this game is the GOAT, and in terms of gaming, it's my favorite listing of all time.
Yeah, I forgot to say it, but Starbucks is also here with me. He asked me if we could actually join in this one.
Anyway, this game is my favorite, and you're probably going to hear me say that several times.
Yeah, and I was like, sure, why not? Like in VK, like in all the things like VK1 and stuff, that was just kind of just, yeah, a thing. I asked him, but in this one, no, he actually wanted to be in.
Well, you weren't sure if you were going to do Sequence Storm to begin with, and I'm like, okay, but it's my favorite game.
Well, and also, I'm trying to, like, do stuff that's not being updated frequently right now, and there are reasons for that. But, yeah, I won't get into those because I make this stuff way too long. Okay. Anyways, you navigate the menu with main menu, oh my god, with up and down arrow. Even by default, I think keyboard users navigate it like that too. Like sight users, sorry.
By the way, when you first launch the game, it's...
I think, when I remember, it does have mouse support. So, yeah, let me see.
Yeah, it does.
I can't navigate like that. Okay,
it has mouse support and keyboard. But yeah, when you first launch the game, it says press F1 to turn on narration.
Nope, I am going to actually correct on this.
What?
He broke it.
What does it say?
He broke it completely. Now, if you get the game for the first time, it will not prompt you. This used to be a thing, but the developer completely broke it. And thus, narration is completely disabled on first boot. And you have to know how to enable it.
Because I installed Sequence Storm recently on my VM or something, and it said press F1 for narration. Or press space or something.
Did you try getting rid of all your settings, all your progress, all everything? Because I think Steam might have... I installed it from the Steam cloud, but... That's probably it, because I installed this game, and I've seen other people install this game, and it did not prompt for narration. Maybe that got fixed since then.
Strange.
But for me, it definitely did not. I can tell you that much, and I've seen other people with that issue.
Interesting. Okay, well that's a bummer if it broke. But yeah, I think you can press F1 for that.
Yeah, F1. Or you can go to the options menu. I remember my mama had to help me enable narration for the options menu when I got this game. Okay. Anyways, in the main menu, you can use up and down to navigate. and F1.
Version 1.4.4 out in dial 3. Dilma 13 2023. First press F2 to copy contact information. Press F3 to open the log folder.
Yeah.
Ooh, there's something you won't hear ever again, probably.
What?
That thing that we're not gonna talk about apparently.
Yeah. We probably won't.
Did it say October 2025 or 2024?
Free.
No, it's that old?
Yeah. It's that old.
Oh. That's depressing.
Yeah, all I can dive is separate mode, which probably won't talk about. Yeah, this game, unfortunately, has been left in the dust. Okay. Anyways, let's navigate through the main menu.
Mission join the sequence form is button. Press enter to activate.
That's the first option. There's a Discord server for this game. So that's really cool. Because that's the first option I landed on.
Mission mode button. Press enter to activate.
Mission mode, that's the story mode I was talking about. Unfortunately, like, there are no tooltips in this game. There are, like, literally none unless you're in the options menu.
Arcade mode button. Press enter to activate.
The arcade mode's there.
Options button. Press enter to activate.
Options,
Credits button. Press enter to activate.
credits,
Quit button. Press enter to activate.
and quit. That leads quit.
Credits button. Press enter to activate.
Now, I'm gonna click on credits, and it will display the credits as they scroll by. And credits never actually display, like, ever. So, I'm just gonna do it right now since it's like a standalone option anyway. So let's just do it. Let's do this.
Press escape to go back. Handle game design and programming. Create new narrative designer. Alex Patterson. Script writer. Ian Hamilton. Color create user interface design. Title music. Jordan overview. Method. Rest of character orders. Music credits. Interference. Submit cut. Sucker punch. Tell me another one. The end is nearby. Limited. Used by permission. 150,325. 160,827 by down 4. Used by permission. Roman with the crash by dark. Norman used by permission. Colonel. Last stop by leisure. Used by permission. Don't go. Love. Tragedy. Roman burning. Share green. Typhoon. DCAT. Used by permission. Young Jaguar team. Genius. Rhinoceros. Richard. Hyena. Young Jaguar. Used by permission. All other music. Copyright 2021. And 11.
Yeah,
Main menu. Vertical menu with 6 items. Select the credits button. Press enter to activate. Press
that's
enter for more
basically it.
information. Option credits button. Press enter to activate. Option arcade mission mode button. Press enter to activate.
So,
Arcade options
let's
button.
go
Press enter
to
to activate.
options next. I did credits first because it was really short. I thought I got stuck for a minute.
Options. Vertical menu with 29 items. Select the accessibility button. Change accessibility options. Press enter to activate.
Yeah, 29 items. That is a lot of items to go through. So let's go through it, and that's not even counting the accessibility menu and its sub-menus inside it. It's pretty wild.
Oh yeah, this thing gets like 4 levels deep. It's kind of crazy.
I will say, Forza is like even crazier. That game is like the pinnacle of adjustments. That game is insane. Like, I don't.
Well, it's a triple A game, so you know, kind of.
Yeah, but
expected.
still, like.
Which, by the way, that game apparently is not getting updates anymore.
Yep.
That's a discussion for another day. But
Yeah, that's discussion for another day. But yeah, no, it isn't. All right, let's go for this menu. Yeah, so you can really tell this is not a serious playthrough. We're going off topic quite a bit here.
Game mode selection selected. Audible cues 1. Listen to and repeat the audible mode patterns. This is a blank accessible mode. Press left and right to change.
Yep, auto cues 1 to listen to the note patterns and repeat them. Now, if I go 1 down.
Number of rhythm input selection selected. 9. Use all 9. Game mode selection selected. Audible cues 1. Listen to and repeat the audible mode patterns. This is a blank accessible mode. Press left and right to change.
It doesn't show up. Bummer. But basically, well, yeah. So basically, it says that you listen to the note patterns and repeat them.
that's in the accessibility, the accessible cues. That's where you can find. This setting is repeated twice.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
Audible cues 2. Warning. This is an experimental mode. The tutorials do not properly support this mode. React to audible cues for most. This is a blank accessible mode.
Yep. Unfortunately, not. I'd love to play through mission mode with this, but it seems like that's not happening. I wish it was.
Well, instead, you could do the next option, which is.
Oh God, no.
Visible cues. The typical real game mode where most of you are on track.
Yeah, so you have to basically hit them without any warning, any noise, just hit them.
Well, obviously you have warning, but not audible.
Audible, no. Audio cues 2 basically just place the notes ahead, like you can tell how many beats 1, 2, 1, 0, 0.5, 1, 1.52. With audio cues 1, it plays a pattern and you have to repeat that. You can set 2 beats, 4 beats, or 8 beats. or depending on very specific BPM, very specific BPM stuff, that will be 4, 8, or 16. And
16 is brutal,
yes, and
but it's fun.
And this game also has difficulties, like track difficulties. I do want to explain this: beginner, easy, medium, hard, and extreme. And if you're on hard, if you're on default, the auto cues run mode will automatically default to 2 beats or 4. Half it will go to 1 or 2, and then on like double it would go to 4 or 8. On extreme this is the case too, because on hard and extreme the game gets really difficult. And I know this from experience. Because I'm not very good at this game. Well, I'm good at it until I get to like higher difficulties, and then I start to struggle. Okay. But that's obvious. Because that's just how these note rhythm games are like. You really have to get a certain skill to get good at them. Right, let's set that. Let's go down.
Number of rhythm inputs selection selected 9. Use all 9 rhythm inputs. Default. Press left and right to change.
Yep, you can set that 9.
1. Use just the jump right notes. 2. Use just the 2 center column notes. 3. Use the 2 center column notes and jump right notes. 4. Use just the 4 column notes. 5. Use the 4 column notes and jump right notes. 9. Use all 9 rhythm inputs. Default.
Yeah, that will not make any sense. But basically
5. Use the 4 column notes and jump right notes. 4. Use just the 4 column notes.
The 4 column notes, I will explain that, are D, F, J, K, and the jump right note is space.
5. 9. Use all 9 rhythm inputs. Default.
So basically if you set it to like a 4, you only use D, F, J, K, and if you use 1 input, you only use space. Now I believe there is an alternate input for space. I think that's like B, right? Or V?
There's an alternate for, you can set an alternate for all of them actually. You can
damn.
if you want. But yeah, by default space is also the V key.
Interesting.
Which actually I had to adjust some of my keyboard layout. So the other day I was trying to use the keyboard remapper and there was a bug. It wasn't working, so I had to reset the game and then it worked.
Oh god. Oh
Or
god.
not reset, but like restart. So yeah, that was interesting. That's unstable.
Sequence form.
Yeah, we'll be here for a long while.
Time and difficulty selection selected. Strict for players with rhythm game experience. Press left and right to change.
This will be set to strict for me, because, you know, I like rhythm games, but also, one thing to keep in mind, most of these accessibility options do, if you are a competitive player in arcade mode, because there are scoreboards, penalize your score. And so if you care about that, follow the settings that I will be using. They're pretty much a necessity.
And some people think that playing on AC1 or Audio Cues 1 is cheating because you only play half the track. Some people don't think it's cheating, other people think it is. Because like, that's very easy, but then you compare it to Audio Cues 2 where you can only have like up to 2 beats before knowing what to do, and that's really hard. So
yeah, I wish
really
they'd go up to
no-
4 beats.
there really is no perfect solution. So you just have to pick and choose. Either you take the easy route or you take the really hard route.
Yeah. Credit for the identifier and ice mod, by the way, allowing from 1 to 16 for both. Like, that was a really impressive decision.
Yeah, but they stole it from Sequence Storm, and that is noted. Thankfully, they did give credit.
Yeah, they
But
did. But they at least expanded up on it to make it a little bit more customizable.
Yeah. I don't know why you would want to play AC2 with 0.5,
Yeah, I
but
don't know.
you do you, buddy, I guess.
I've seen somebody do it.
I've tried, and it's It's not easy. Actually, you know what's interesting is when people first start out with this game, it seems like doing beat 1 is easier than 2. Because I played with 1 beat delay for a long time, and then I finally started playing on 2, and it is much better, but it's harder. Ironically. Like, it's harder to grasp. It's easier to play, but it's harder to grasp.
Yeah.
So I've seen people play with 1 beat delay, and I get why, but it's like, that's why you guys are suffering, because you need to learn how to do 2.
Yeah. Alright.
Keyboard button, edit the keyboard buttons, press time and difficulty selection, selected, strict for players with real game experience, press left and right to change.
So strict,
Moderate for average players,
moderate for average,
loose for players that are new to real games,
loose.
strict for players with real game experience. Keyboard button, edit the keyboard buttons, press enter to activate.
Dual buttons, let's go in here.
Keyboard settings, vertical menu with 34 items, select the news results button, press enter to activate.
Oh my god.
White box key mapping, pound to space, press enter to change. White box alt key mapping, pound to V, press enter to change. Column 0 key mapping, pound to D, press enter to change. Column 0 alt key mapping, pound, press enter to change. Column 1 key mapping, pound to F, press enter to change. Column 1 alt key mapping, pound, press enter to change. Column 2 key mapping, pound to J, press enter to change. Column 2 alt key mapping, pound, press enter to change. Column 3 key mapping, pound to K, press enter to change. Column 3 alt key mapping, pound, press enter to change. Orange line left key mapping, pound to E, press enter to change. Orange line left alt key mapping, pound, press enter to change. Orange line right key mapping, pound to R, press enter to change.
Just don't worry about Just don't worry.
All of these, yeah, the problem with this game is you have to know things by column number and color, and and color lines. It's like it doesn't have an official good name. Now for audio cues it does.
Yeah.
But when you're for audio
it's-
cues, yes.
Yeah,
But
and it
for
doesn't customize on what you have is set, which is kind of a bummer. That's a missed opportunity.
So yeah, you kind of have to know what all this means visually, which is not the greatest, but it
No.
does, like,
But it works.
yeah, once you know how the game works, you're like, okay, I get it.
Orange line right alt key mapping,
Orange
pound, press enter to
left,
change.
orange
Orange line
right.
right key mapping, pound, orange line right alt key mapping, pound, press enter to change. Orange line right key mapping, pound, orange line right alt key mapping, pound, press enter to change.
Alt means alternative. Alternative.
Blue line left key mapping, pound, blue, press enter to change. Blue line left alt key mapping, pound, press enter to change. Blue line right key mapping, pound, I, press enter to change. Blue line right alt key mapping, pound, press enter to change. Blue line right key mapping, blue line left key mapping, pound, blue, press enter to change. Blue line steer left key mapping, pound, E, press enter to change. Steer left alt key mapping, pound, blue, press enter to change. Steer right key mapping, pound, R, press enter to change. Steer right alt key mapping, pound, I, press enter to change. Steer right alt key mapping, steer right alt key mapping, pound, I, press enter to change. Steer left alt key mapping, pound, blue, press enter to change.
Oh!
Steer right key mapping, steer right alt key mapping, key mapping, pound, H, press enter to change. Boost alt key mapping, pound, press enter to change. Dedicated hyper key mapping, pound, G,
Yeah,
press enter to change.
you've always been able to steer with U and I. It's just everybody does E and R because you're holding H with your right hand. So
Interesting.
Dedicated hyper alt key mapping, pound, press enter to change.
That one I'll explain in a minute.
Pause key mapping, pound, to escape, press enter to change. Merit game info key mapping, pound, to F1, press enter to change. Judgment timing key mapping, pound, to CTRL up, press enter to change. Judgment timing key mapping, pound, to CTRL down, press enter to change. Display timing key mapping, pound, to shift up, press enter to change. Display timing key mapping, pound, to shift down, press enter to change. Back button, press enter to activate. Use default back button, press enter to
That's a
activate.
lot of keys.
Options, vertical menu with 29 items, selected timing difficulty selection, selected, straight for keyboard button, edit, game pad button, edit, game pad settings, press enter to activate.
Gamepad, of course.
Controller settings, vertical menu with 32 items, select the use default button, press enter to activate. White box button mapping, pound, to A, press enter to change, press delete to bind. White box alt button mapping, pound, to D-pad down, press enter to change, press delete to bind. Column 0 button mapping, pound, to left trigger, press enter to change, press delete to bind. Column 0 alt button mapping, down, press enter to change, press delete to bind. Column 1 button mapping, pound, to left shoulder button, press enter to change, press delete to bind. Column 1 alt button mapping, down, press enter to change, press delete. Column 2 button mapping, column 1 alt button mapping, down, press enter to change, press delete to bind. Column 2 button mapping, pound, right shoulder button, press enter to change, press delete to bind. Column 2 alt button mapping, down, press enter to change, press delete to bind. Column 3 button mapping, pound, right trigger, press enter to change, press delete to bind. Column 3 alt button mapping, down, press enter to change, press delete to bind. Orange line left button mapping, pound, to left stick left, press enter to change, press delete to bind. Orange line left alt button mapping, down, press enter to change, press delete to bind. Orange line right button mapping, pound, to left stick right, press enter to change, press delete to bind. Orange line right alt button mapping, down, press enter to change, press blue line left button mapping, pound, to right stick left, press enter to change, press delete to bind. Blue line left alt button mapping, down, press enter to change, press delete to bind. Blue line right button mapping, pound, to right stick right, press enter to change, press delete to bind.
Now that right there is confusing. With a gamepad. I tried playing this with a gamepad and it was not
just wait until you get your
easy.
hands on the. You know what? Should I explain this now or later?
You can explain it now.
Actually, well, no, because your next menu is going to be ASC. I
Oh,
believe.
yeah.
Blue line right alt button mapping, down, press enter to change, press delete to bind. Steer left button mapping, down, to left stick left, press enter to change, press delete to bind. Steer left alt button mapping, down, to right stick left, press enter to change, press delete to bind. Steer right button mapping, down, to left stick right, press enter to change, press steer right alt button mapping, steer right button mapping, down, to left stick right, press enter to change, press delete to bind. Steer right alt button mapping, down, to right stick right, press enter to change, press delete to bind. Boost button mapping, down, to B, press enter to change, press delete to bind. Boost alt button mapping, down, press enter to change, press delete to bind. Dedicated hyper button mapping, down to X, press enter to change, press delete to bind. Dedicated hyper alt button mapping, down, press enter to change, press delete to bind. Trigger sensitivity, value 3, press left and right to change.
Let's fix sensitivity. Yeah, that. That's how sensitive triggers are.
Thumbstick sensitivity, value 3, press left and right to change. Pause button mapping. Found to start. Press enter to change. Press delete the line. Merit game info button mapping. Found to click right stick. Press enter to change. Press delete the line. Back button. Press enter to active options. Vertical menu with 29 items. Select the keyboard button. Edit the keyboard button. Gamepad button. Edit gamepad
Yeah,
settings.
this definitely will not make any sense.
Arcade style controllers button. Change arcade style controller options. Press enter to activate.
Yeah, that one will not make any sense. I'll show you.
Arcade style controller settings. Vertical menu with 22 items. Select enable mouse access input checkbox. Not checked. Enable support for controllers and use mouse access. Press enter to toggle. Your input device selection selected. 0. No joystick. Press left and right to change.
Okay, I think it does, but
1. No joystick. 2. No joystick. 3. No joystick. 4. No joystick. 5. No joystick. 6. No joystick. 7. No joystick. 0. 1. No joystick. 0. No joystick. Enable the right input buttons checkbox. Not checked. Enable support for controllers and use the right input buttons. This currently assumes these findings. 0 start. 1 4 columns. 5 6 are effects. Section for game pads will not work when it is enabled. Press enter to toggle.
yeah, so this actually doesn't make sense. Never mind. I thought it was something else. Okay.
Enable gamepad access input checkbox. Not checked. Enable support for controllers and use the right input analog access. Press enter to toggle. Analog input multiplier value 1. Press enter to adjust sensitivity. For example, enter 1.2 or 20% more sensitivity. Press left and right to change. 0.9. 1. 0.2. 0 minus 0.1. Minus 7.0000001. 1.11.
Okay.
Right notes. Column 0 notes. Column 1 notes. Column 2 notes. Column 3 notes. Left line left. Left line right. Right line left. Right line right. Steer left. Steer right. Steer left alternate. Steer right alternate. Boost. Dedicated hyper. Pause. Back button. Press enter to activate. Options. Vertical menu with 29 items.
Yeah.
Select the gamepad button. Arcade style controllers button. Change steering sensitivity. Column 3. Press left and right to change.
The steering sensitivity is basically you can choose how sensitive the steering is
4. 5. 1.
from 1 to 5.
Yeah, that's like how fast you start to steer towards the side of the screen.
I'm gonna leave it
Anyway.
on 3.
Yeah, 3 is good. So actually before before we continue, the ASC, the arcade style controllers, I guess there's like a few different ones out there. But there was a fundraiser forever ago. And one of those options was he would build a custom arcade style controller for Sequence Storm, like designed for the game. Of course, it can work with other things, but physical design and all that. I was the only one who bought one, regrettably, because it was like really fucking expensive. Anyway, so I have one, and design could have been better. Let's say that much.
Yeah.
It's weird. You cannot play anything above medium tracks. You just can't. It's ridiculous.
And also, there is no way to get narration info. None.
There might be. Ironically, I've never looked at the ASC settings. I never even really cared or thought about it. So maybe I can do it. But yeah, apparently, I don't know. The controls on that thing are so weird. Like, to press the back button, well, you press the boost button, but like to get out of the menu, you press down on both sticks. It's very weird. I don't understand a lot of it. But basically, the main problem with it, there's a lot of problems, but the main problem is that you've got the column buttons, and they're all kind of close together, and they're, about a centimeter or 2 off the surface, and you just hit them. And then you've got the frickin' analog sticks, which are like half an arm tall from the base, so they're like way up there. And they're also far away from the column nodes. So it's not great. It's very counterintuitive. It's not great. So there's a lot of problems, but that's the biggest one. Also, I will say though, that thing is loud, which is kind of fun, but at the same time, it makes it very hard to hear what you need to do. Like, I mean, very hard to hear. You need to turn the volume up really loud.
Yes.
To know what you're doing.
And I should know, because I've heard him play with that thing.
But yeah, maybe I'll show that off at some point. Maybe I'll record me playing the game, and there can be like a special or something like this.
A special what?
Bonus episode or something of this.
Maybe? I don't know. That's sort of a maybe thing. That's still like up in the air. We're not sure about it yet.
Master volume value 100. Press left and right to change.
Master volume, obviously.
Music volume value 64. Press left and right to change.
This I have lower because while the music in this game is excellent, if you have it at max volume, some stuff will just get drowned out by the music.
I mean, you could turn it up to 70, maybe 75. I don't know why you have it at 64. It's a bit, but
Yeah.
you know,
At
65.
65.
do you? I don't care.
Just to make it even. Just to make it a multiple of 5.
Sound effects volume value 100. Press left and right to change.
Unspectre, max of course.
100.
Yes, I'll go from 1 to 100.
Sample rate conversion selection selected. Good. Try changing visual experience stuttering audio. Press left and right to change. Fast. Good. Full screen checkbox not checked. Press enter to toggle.
I don't use full screen.
Vertical sync checkbox checked. Changes may make the game run smoother. Press enter to toggle.
Yeah, for vertical sync,
Full screen resolution vertical
I
sync checkbox checked. Changes may make the game run
might.
smoother. Press enter to toggle. Full screen resolution
I
selection
turn
selected.
all of these
100,
off
16:9. Press left and right to change.
because it just adds extra processing power, and I don't
Vertical sync checkbox
care.
checked. Changes may make the game not checked.
So I
Apply
turn
visual
all
changes
these
button. Press
off.
apply visual changes button. Press enter to activate. Boom checkbox not checked. Apply with full screen resolution selection selected. 1920 x 1080 16:9. Press left and right to change. Apply video changes button. Press enter to activate.
This one is bugged.
Oh,
this
God.
full screen resolution is bugged.
Uh,
Because I tried turning it to the lowest setting and then hitting apply, and it crashes the game.
oh god, apply. Oh god, it crashed the game.
Yeah, that's what it does. Also, any settings that you set are lost. So, if you're gonna change that, I think it does apply it, but it crashes the game. Maybe it doesn't even apply it. Whatever. I don't think it does. But whatever settings you just set, they're all lost.
I didn't say anything, so.
65. Sound effects volume value 100. Sample rate conversion selection. Select full screen checkbox not checked. Press enter to toggle. Vertical sync checkbox checked. Changes may make not checked. Full screen resolution selection. Apply video changes button. Press enter to activate.
That is broke.
Boom checkbox not checked. Disable if you experience low frame rates. Press enter to toggle. Motion blur checkbox not checked. Disable if you experience low frame rates. Press enter to toggle. Long distance selection selected. Near use the near setting if you experience low frame rates. Press left and right to change. FPS target value 24. Automatic long distance frame rate target. Press left and right to change.
Yep. That's what I have it set to.
Now, there's a reason why I have these low, but we're gonna get to that much later.
Adjustment time in offset value minus 45. Adjustment to adjustment time in milliseconds. Make this number smaller if your average time in delays. Make this number bigger if your average time in early. Use CTR 11 CTR L down to adjust this during gameplay. Press left and right to change.
Why would you do that? I don't know, but you can.
I mean, you could do it during the pause menu. But
Yeah.
they can't they see how late and early they're hitting notes, I assume. We don't. I mean, we have the
Really?
judgment sounds, I guess, but yeah, you could adjust this in the pause menu.
Display time in offset value 0. Adjustment to the display time in milliseconds. Smaller numbers near display. Use shift up and shift down to adjust this during gameplay. Press left and right to change.
Yeah, I don't use this because it's visual.
Menu announcer selection selected. None. Press left and right to change.
You have announcers in this game, and there is one by default which you can buy, which is Jelly's announcer. But thanks to Zarvox here, there is a custom. I got really close to my mic for some reason. There is a custom announcer creator tool which you can use to create announcers.
I need to correct you. There is a very horrible, terrible custom tool. I need to have AI redo it because, yeah, it's bad. But it's a thing, I suppose.
Is it really that bad?
Yeah, it's pretty terrible. It got worse with version 6. So.
Oh bloody god. There
Yeah, because
is
version 6 is like, well, I want you to save all these fields before you can actually return, and it's like, really?
oh god. Yeah, so the Jelly is like the only official announcer. I've got a few more.
Gameplay announcer selection selected. None. Press left and right to change.
You know, for gameplay as well. I don't have them on because I just personally find it really distracting. Jelly is good though.
Announcer volume value 104. Press left and right to change.
Yep, so you can
103.
adjust
101.
that.
100. 100. Reset mission progress button. Reset mission progress. This does not affect unlocked tracks. Press enter to activate.
I did do this.
Reset rate upgrades button. Resets all purchases and awards all credits for completed missions. Press enter to activate.
I did do this as well.
Open DLC folder button. Opens the folder where DLC zip files can be placed. The game must be restarted after installing DLC. Press enter to activate. Back button. Press enter to activate.
Okay,
Accessibility button. Change accessibility
let's
options.
go
Press enter
into
to
the
activate.
accessibility menu. Oh boy.
Accessibility options. Vertical menu with 30 items. Select the text size selection. Selected. Medium. This currently only applies to setting screen text. Press left and right to change.
Yep, you can.
30 items, and that's not even before you get into the sub menus.
Yeah, oh boy.
Extra large. Large. Medium. Extra large. Large. Medium.
Yeah, I'm leaving it on medium.
Narration checkbox checked. Provide spoken audio to describe the user interface. Press enter to toggle. Narration speed selection selected. Fastest. Adjust the speed of narration. Press left and right to change. Narration volume value 5. Adjust the volume of narration. Press left and right to change. Clipboard narration checkbox checked. Narrate using the clipboard instead of savvy. Press enter to toggle.
I can probably uncheck.
Narration checkbox checked. Provide spoken narration off.
Oh,
Checked.
okay. Needs to be enabled.
Narration clip audio cues button. Edit clipboard narration checkbox checked. Narrate using the clipboard instead of savvy. Press enter to toggle. Audio cues button. Edit the audio cues using audio cues mode. Press enter to activate.
No, we won't go in there just yet. Actually, we will. I guess.
Change speed select audio cues button. Edit the audio cues using audio cues mode. Press enter to activate.
Let's.
No, I'd say save that for last because that's the most relevant stuff, and
Yeah.
then we're gonna have to go back in here, and it's gonna be weird.
Yeah.
Change speed selection selected. 100%. Slow down speed up to gameplay. Press left and right to change.
Game speed. You can adjust the game speed
95%, 90%, 85%, 80%, 75%, 70%, 65%, 60%, 55%, 50%,
from 50% to
45%, 40%, 35%, 30%, 25%, 20%, 15%, 10%,
about 10% to
200%,
200%.
195%, 190%, 185%, 180%, 175%.
And if you have the dev version of the game, it can go up to 400.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that.
170%, 165%, 160%,
Oh, I didn't know you
155%,
knew that or
145%,
remembered that.
140%,
It's a pretty
135%,
niche thing
130%,
to remember.
125%, 120%, 115%.
Didn't Daniel Lemon say that I could go up to 1,000?
High contrast mode check off. Change speed 110%, 105%.
Hell
100%.
no. No way.
I thought when he did his speed run in like 200%, I thought he said he could go up to 1,000.
It would be unplayable at that speed.
I swear
Like straight up. I think it was 400.
Dude, crazy rhythm game players, I don't know, maybe, but like, man, you don't know what people do. I'm just gonna say that, straight up. But no, playing this game at high speeds can be fun.
It can be even more fun when the game gradually speeds up, but that's not a thing anymore.
No,
God damn it. Anyway.
never was a thing. Only and all I can die. But again, we won't talk about that.
High contrast mode checkbox not checked. Start in the background environment. Press enter to toggle.
Yep.
Reduce flashing checkbox not checked. Reduce the brightness of some flashes. However, this game still may cause seizures in some people. Press enter to toggle. Simplify track checkbox not checked. Remove all track twists, terms, and camera effects. Press enter to toggle. Slower movement speed checkbox not checked. Reduce the movement speed and races. Press enter to toggle. Column 0 mode color selection selected. Light blue. Press left and right to change. Column 1 mode color selection selected. Pink. Press left and right to change. Column 2 mode color selection selected. Light yellow. Press left and right to change. Column 3 mode color selection selected. Light purple. Press left and right to change. White mode color selection selected. Gray. Press left and right to change. Left line color selection selected. Orange. Press left and right to change. Right line color selection selected. Blue. Press left and right to change.
Selected orange. Okay, no. No, I'm not gonna do it again. I did it once. I'm gonna do it again.
We're not doing that again. Before, like, it becomes like, oh my god.
Use the colors button. Press enter to activate.
You can set that.
Reduce vote frequency checkbox not checked. Reduces the overall amount of votes. Press enter to toggle.
Again, that's penalizing.
Generous timing mode checkbox not checked. Makes votes much easier to hit. Remove bad adjustments for pressing the wrong note. Increases the timing window for hitting notes. Remove the penalty for releasing bold votes late. Press enter to toggle.
Yeah, that is a crazy adjustment. Combine it with loose, and the game will be unloosable. Like, literally. That's literally how it is.
Disable bold checkbox not checked. Do not require holding down both buttons. Press enter to toggle.
Yep.
No simultaneous votes checkbox not checked. Do not require pressing multiple rhythm buttons at once. This does not work with the orange and blue line notes. Use this in conjunction with fewer rhythm controls. Press enter to toggle. Rhythm over clap checkbox checked. Rhythm over clap. No simultaneous votes checkbox.
I
checked.
wish that, I don't know, some of these wouldn't give penalties, because there are some I wish that wouldn't give penalties, but that's okay.
Interesting that it doesn't work for the line notes. That's fascinating, actually.
Yeah, I don't know why. But apparently it doesn't. Alright, let's go down.
Rhythm over clap checkbox checked. Rhythm over clap sound is always on. Normally over clap is only on in beginner difficulty. Press enter to toggle.
This does not penalize you, so leave this enabled. In fact, I would say it's a requirement, otherwise you'll be hitting in thin air if you're playing anything but begin.
This sound, first of all, this sound gives you an idea of the tempo when a song starts, so that's helpful, but it also plays whenever you're supposed to hit a note. So whether you hit it or not, it's going to play, which is nice. You can play without this. It's not great, but you can.
Yeah,
But
I
it
remember
helps.
when it used to be bugged in mission mode. If we were to do certain actions, it would just disappear. Like, I found that so annoying.
So did I.
Okay,
Level on mode selection selected. Off. Press left and right to change. 1 short low vibration. 2 on low vibration. 3 short high vibration. 4 on high vibration. Off.
yeah, if you have a gamepad, you can have it vibrate.
Level on selection selected. Off. Press left and right to change. 1 short low vibration. 2 on low vibration. 3 short high vibration. 4 on high vibration. Off.
Pretty cool.
Rumble using KB checkbox. Not checked. Rumble the gamepad even when using keyboard inputs. Press enter to toggle.
Don't know why you'd want that, but it's a thing. I guess.
Tap the speed boost checkbox. Not checked. Use speed boost without needing to hold the button. Tap the speed boost button to enter boost for hyper drift. Use the dedicated hyper drift button. Press enter to toggle.
Oh god, I will not explain this. But the dedicated hyperdrift button, you have to use G. Normally you have to hold A to speed boost and press H to hyperdrift. But I'll explain this setting in more detail once it's actually relevant.
Oh.
Once it's actually relevant.
Steering assist checkbox. Check. Autopilot will stay on when boosting unless you manually take control by steering. Press enter to toggle.
I'm not really sure what this does. I'll be honest, I don't understand this one very well, but I checked it.
We do need it. Trust me, we do need it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've tried without it. It's a disaster.
Okay.
I think this basically stops us from... I think basically what this does is if we crash... No, okay, so what this does is when we speed boost on a turn, it does the turn for us instead of us having to like control it ourselves on the turn.
Ah. I see.
Yeah, you don't want to deal with manual turn. You don't want to. It's...
You kind of can't.
Yeah.
Back button. Press enter to activate.
Well, you're speed boosting, so the notes go away. So yeah, I mean, a normal player, you can. Because you don't have notes to press. But, I mean, we could try it, but...
But
Again, we would hit walls
Steering
and
assist checkbox.
stuff.
Press enter to
So.
activate. Text size selection selected. Meet back button. Press enter. Text narration checkbox. Narration speed. Narration speed. Narration volume. Clipboard. Narration audio cues button. Edit audio cues. Audio cues mode. Press enter to activate.
there's
Clipboard audio cues button. Edit the audio cues. Use audio cues mode. Press enter to activate.
gonna be a bit of complaining here.
Audio cues options. Vertical menu with 30 items. Select audio cues volume. Value 100. Press left and right to change.
Because I see things that could be improved
100.
here. Other cues.
Confirmation cues checkbox. Not checked. Player reverse confirmation cues when emoji press. Press enter to toggle.
Okay, this is the worst setting in the entire game, and I got rid of this and
No,
immediately
no, it
knew
is
I
not
could.
the worst setting. No, it is not.
Oh,
There's
God.
one worse. But, in fact, I wouldn't even say this one's bad. For a long time, I used it. I do prefer without it. Also, don't play this in audio cues too. Please turn this off.
Oh my god.
I've tried, and it's not fun. No,
Yeah.
but in audio cues 1, I used to play with it on. It's not bad, but it can be a little confusing.
The real problem is that it plays early. It does not play on beat.
Well, that's kind of on purpose to tell
That's true.
you that it's coming up.
Yeah.
So I like it in theory, but it does make it a little confusing. Like, oh, should I hit the note when the sound is ending? Should I hit it like when it's starting? You know. So
Yeah.
it's
yeah.
good for new players. I will say that. It's really good. But after a while, you'll want to turn it off if you want to.
No, even as a
Do
new
that.
player, I was like, dude, this is just stupid. I don't like this.
I did like it.
Yeah, no, I never use this.
Audio cues 1 become selection selected. Default in audio cues 1 mode. This affects the number of beats per section. This doesn't apply to some tutorials. Press left and right to change.
Yep,
Double. Half. Default.
this is that thing I was talking about.
Audio cues 2 beat delay selection selected. 2 in audio cues 2 mode. This is how many beats earlier cue sounds play. Press left and right to change. 0. 0.5. 0.75. 1. 1.5. 2.
Yeah, I don't know why you can set to 0.75.
1.5. 2.
Or 1.5.
I think the developer was just like, just all of it. Let's do 0.75.
I
But,
do
the
think
reason-
though 3 and 4 beats would be nice for this.
Yeah.
Maybe even 8 and 16 on some tracks.
I think maybe the reason he didn't do 4/8 or whatever is because of 3/4 time signatures. It would be weird, but I mean 2 is a bit weird too.
Yeah.
The reason why 0 is an option because that way it's visible cues, but you get the audio effects. I wish it didn't penalize you for that. It really shouldn't,
What do you mean?
but because it whenever he would play on his streams and stuff, he would do audio cues 2 with beat delay 0. So it's basically visual cues, but we still get to hear what's happening.
I don't think it penalizes you
Unfortunately-
for that.
I think it does because it's audio cues 2.
What?
I think it does. I could be wrong.
I don't think
really hope
Arcus
it
2
doesn't.
penalizes.
I think it does.
No, it doesn't.
Does it?
I can tell this
Oh.
from experience because I played with 2-beat delay, and I
Okay.
pretty much accept.
Oh yeah, I think I remember this conversation forever ago.
No, because I don't know
Okay.
what you were. I don't know what you're talking about. Arcus 1 doesn't either.
For some reason I thought it did. I don't know why.
None of the modes do, from my knowledge.
Judgment sounds checkbox. Not checked. Add a sound effect to all non-synchronized judgments. Press enter to toggle.
This is very nice. If again you're competitive and you want to get high scores, and if you're not sure if you're hitting the notes, correct on time.
Zigzag cues.
But the
Checkbox. Not checked. Judgment sounds
sounds
checkbox.
the sounds are very hard to tell what they mean. Like you have to really know. Like I don't like the sounds that were used for this. I really don't.
Zigzag cues
It's
follow
hard to
graphics
tell
checkbox. Not checked.
what's
Zigzag cues will judgment
Yeah.
sounds. Zigzag cues follow graphics checkbox. Not checked. Zigzag cues will not use the panning settings on the screen, but will instead follow the graphics. Press enter to toggle.
Oh god.
That is the worst setting in the
Yes.
entire thing.
Why does this even exist?
It's bad.
Alright.
Oh, this setting is so bad.
Yeah, it is.
Column 0 sound selection selected. Bass drum. The sound associated with the D key. Press left and right to change. Snare. Bass drum. Super saw. Snap low. Snap high. Scratch down. Scratch up. Kick drum. Hi-hat. Snap. Snare. Bass drum.
I won't go for that again because, you know, but yeah.
Column 0 panning value -3. Press left and right to change.
Now I have these a bit, like I have these adjusted from default because normally it's like hard left and hard right, but I adjust them it so it's a bit closer to the center.
Column 1 sound selection selected. Snare. The sound associated with the F key. Press left and right to change. Column 1 panning value -2. Press left and right to change. Column 2 sound selection selected. Clap. The sound associated with the J key. Press left and right to change. Column 2 panning value 2. Press left and right to change. Column 3 sound selection selected. Hi-hat. The sound associated with the K key. Press left and right to change. Column 3 panning value 3. Press left and right to change. Whiteboard sound selection selected. Kick drum. The sound associated with the
And
K
the
key. Press left and right to
panning
change.
does update as you move it around.
Yes, like this. Let me show you.
Whiteboard panning value 0. Press left and right to change. -1. -2. -3. -4. -5. 5. 4. 3. 2.
Except for me, it's
Zero.
still in frickin' mono. Because I forgot about that.
Yeah, so it updates as you scroll.
Left line left sound selection selected. Snap low. The sound associated with the E key. Press left and right to change. Left line left panning value -3. Press left and right to change. Left line right sound selection selected. Snap high. The sound associated with the R key. Press left and right to change. Left line right panning value -2. Press left and right to change. Right line left sound selection selected. Scratch up. The sound associated with the U key. Press left and right to change. Right line left panning value 2. Press left and right to change. Right line right sound selection selected. Scratch down. The sound right line right panning value 3. Press left and right to change. Lane sound selection selected. Super saw. The sound associated with the H key. Press left and right to change. Left turn starting sound button. This indicates left turn is starting and is a good time to use hyper grip. Press enter to activate.
What?
Lane sound selection selected. Super saw. The sound associated with the H key. Press left and right to change.
That is a completely wrong What?
Yeah, that's not very true.
That is not true at all. I cannot.
Bass drum. Super saw.
I can't say. Oh god, that's awful.
Left turn starting sound button. This indicates a left turn is starting and is a good time to use hyper grip. Press enter to activate.
Problem? Turns play when they start. You cannot tell when turns are coming up. Especially if playing speed mode, you have to know. Because by the time you hear that sound, you're going through it.
But they do last a long time, though.
Yeah, that's true, but still, that's not great. And this is one thing that could be improved a lot.
Right turn starting sound button. This indicates a right turn is starting and is a good time to use hyper grip. Press enter to activate. Straight track starting sound button. This indicates a straight section is starting and is a good time to use speed boost. Press enter to activate. L-bar sound button. Press enter to activate. Power meter sound button. Press enter to activate. Power gain sound button. Press enter to activate. Bonus sound button. Press enter to activate. Wall sound button. Press enter to activate.
Also, it doesn't have the power max sound.
No, it doesn't. But because there is no. Oh god, that clips. As a pop. This sound, I don't think I have ever heard in my entire life. Because if you crash into walls, you don't hear it. You do not
Yes, you
hear
do. It goes. It
Oh.
sounds like it goes low in pitch. It's like a drone sound.
Ah,
You do hear it.
because I must pay attention to it. Because, like, I never heard, like, walls. Okay.
If you ram into a wall, you'll hear this looping.
Oh,
and it'll be
it's
above.
only if you ram into it.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, Vault on site would have been nice. I don't know. Like, the.
You know how this... I don't even know. You would need a proximity sensor and everything.
Yeah, that's
Speaking
true.
of proximity,
Delete sound button, press enter to activate.
Speaking of,
Wall sound, delete sound button, press enter to activate. Proximity alarm sound button, this indicates that you will soon collide with an object. Press enter to activate.
I'll explain that. I'll explain all of these, don't worry.
Rival slipstream sound button, this means rival slipstream is nearby. Press enter to activate.
You can't really do much with those.
Start crafting sound button, this means you have rival slip. Start crafting sound button, this means you have entered a slipstream and will get a speed boost. Press enter to activate. Back button, press enter to activate.
Yep.
Accessibility options, vertical menu with 30 items, select text size.
Wait,
Back button,
oh,
press enter to
wait,
settings.
that's a bug. How come the back button sound didn't play?
Here in the back button, press enter to activate.
Wait.
Options, game mode, select accessibility button, change accessibility, narration speed, narration, alt, clipboard, narration, audio cues options, vertical back button, press enter, accessibility options, vertical menu with 30 items, narration, alt, clipboard,
The
narration, audio
back
cues, audio cues,
sound
button, press enter to
doesn't
audio cues,
play.
back button,
That's
press enter,
a
accessibility, back
bug.
button, press enter to options, vertical menu with 29 items, accessibility button, change, back button, press enter, menu, vertical menu with
I was making a joke that that the back button's part of the learn sounds menu.
Oh, I was wondering. I thought you were saying that
No, I was doing the classic audio game learn game sounds thing.
Oh. I see.
Although usually it's called go back instead of just back.
Yeah. Alright, that's, I think, gonna be it for this first part, because if I were to start mission mode...
There is one more thing you could do. Go
We
to
would
arcade
be
real
here for-
quick.
Nah.
No, I'm serious. There's one more thing you could do, which is actually really useful.
William?
If you go into arcade, it doesn't matter if you go into mission or arcade, but you don't have mission mode. So if you go into arcade,
Oh! I think actually, yeah, I should turn this off, actually.
Mission mode button, arcade mode button, press enter.
yeah,
Never
I think
mind.
you're thinking of it.
Okay.
Arcade. Rank 6.
That's a custom track, that's not an actual game. Oh, God, I'm
Let
fuck.
me let out. Can you go say remix? Press enter to download.
Shit. Right. I needed this, what's that?
Copyright. So yeah.
Now my video is probably gonna get copyrights, right? Shit.
No, you only use like 2 seconds or 3. You're fine.
Oh my god. Alright. Yeah, I'm not gonna explain how your arcade mode works. But I think this can be done in the main menu if I'm not mistaken. If you press the 1 button or grave accent.
Game settings menu, vertical menu with items, select the game speed selection, selected 100%, press left and right to change, escape to go back. Game mode selection, selected, audible cues 1, press left and right to change. Speed count selection, selected, default, press left and right to change. Time and difficulty selection, selected, strict, press left and right to change. Teleport left checkbox, check, press enter to toggle. Simplify track checkbox, not check, press enter to toggle. Player 2 mode selection, selected, same as D1, press left and right to change.
Yeah, you can play this game like 2 players.
Accessibility button, press enter to activate. Game speed selection, select accessibility button, arcade, press left and right to select the track, press up and down to change the difficulty, press F1 for more information, accessibility options, vertical menu with 30 items, select the text size selection, selected, medium, this narration checkbox, narration speed, narration volume, clipboard, audio cues button, game speed selection, high contrast mode, reduce light, simplify, slow and columns, columns, left, right, reduce center, visit, no simultaneous, center, reduce colors button, bright line colors, white mode, left, right, use, reduce mode, sleep, generous, time and mode, check, disable, all, no simultaneous, rhythm, level, selection, level, use, tap the speed, steering, back button, text size, narration check, narration speed, narration, clipboard, audio cues button, audio cues, confirmation, audio cues, audio judgment, 6, column, right, left, right, straight track, starting, still, power sound, power meters, power range, orbit, slow sound,
Yep,
sound, button,
so you
sound,
can
sound,
press
slipstream,
1 or
sound,
grave
button, press
accent to get like a short list of common settings. And if you change the mode to like visible or like audio cues 2, instead of it'll update the next item to be the thing.
Okay, no, you can't do that in the main menu. Okay.
No, that's why I told you to go to arcade.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you were to change it to audio cues 2, if you were to press down arrow, it would have the beat selection for AC2 instead. So
Yeah,
it
it's actually
updates dynamically.
It's actually kind of sick. Okay. Anyways, that's it for this first part. In the next part, we will be actually starting mission mode. Until then, I will see you guys later.
Games virtual recorder, virtual recorder dialog, button.